Spicy, spicy, chili, chili, chicken, chicken. This is chili, chili, chicken, and that heat just lingers in the perfect possible way. Welcome back to Wok Wednesday, guys. I'm Jeremy from School of Wok, London's premier Asian cookery school, and this week it's chili, chili, chicken. Now, if you come from Southeast Asia, then your taste buds are going to be used to these guys. They are spicy. And I'm using a lot of these in this recipe. You can, of course, use larger, milder red or green chilies for this dish, and it will suit you just fine. I'm going to start by just grating some lime into the chicken, and I've got whole legs here, which is quite nice, you know. We like to eat chicken on the bone in Southeast Asia or in Asia in general. Got that nice succulent texture to the meat. And this dish originates from Indonesia, and there's not anything sort of, you know, no sauces or anything that like that added to it. We're creating a sauce out of all these lovely natural ingredients. Along with your lime peel, you're going to juice the lime over the chicken as well. And then a good amount of sea salt in there, and you want to rub all that limey flavour around your chicken pieces. These are quite large, you know, thick chicken legs, so I'm going to start them off in this hot oil on a frying pan to brown. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop up all the ingredients for, let's say, like a loose Indonesian sambal. Sambal in Indonesia, there's so many different types. They're all basically different types of chili paste or chili oil. I've got some ginger, just roughly chopped. Give it a bash. Garlic, same as ginger, roughly chopped. You need quite a few cloves for this, because we're going to make this nice sort of almost tomato-y chili paste in the wok. Again, roughly chopped. Doesn't have to be too fine at all. You're going to cook this for quite a long time. Even with spicy, hot bird-eye chilies like this, the longer you sort of slow cook these chilies, the sweeter the chili taste will become. Whoa, do I add more? More! People are going to be like, what did he do to us? Why are there 12 bird-eye chilies in this? Lemongrass. I'm just going to very roughly bash and chop up, now add flavour, along with these whole fresh lime leaves. You can buy these frozen in the Asian supermarket. That's the best way to get lime leaves. Really fragrant. Tomato. Rough chunks. Now if you're using larger chilies, you'll get a lot more moisture out of the large chilies than these small bird-eye chilies, so you probably only have to use one of these big tomatoes. But because I'm using bird-eye chilies, I'm going to use two. So my tricolor of flavour. You need a fair bit of oil in there to make sure that you sort of really cook this excessive amounts of chili through. Hold your breath whilst you're cooking this dish, because that is gonna be spicy. I've turned the heat down to medium heat now, and you really wanna almost like stew this chili and garlic and ginger in oil. I'm going to turn it down even more to low to medium heat and just let it simmer away for at least 5 minutes, stirring in between. Once your garlic and your ginger has this sort of crisp, slightly golden brown texture to it. You're in a good place. And what's interesting is even with that immense amount of bird's eye chili, like, you know, the really hot, spicy chili, I'm not getting this crazy hit of spice anymore. It's not making me want to choke. And that's from that sort of slower cooking and bringing out the sweetness of the chili, cooking out that extreme heat. It's still going to be hot, but not, hopefully, too hot that I can't handle it. Lemongrass, lime leaf. I've turned the heat up slightly now just to get the flavour out of the lemongrass and lime leaf nice and quickly. Whilst it's on a nice high heat, my tomato can go in. You want to hear that sizzle. Never lose your sizzle. Even when you're slow cooking like this. So what that's going to do, it's going to sear those tomatoes nicely and bring out all the juice. Here's a trick I learned from my Indian mother-in-law, and that is lots of salt will also bring out the juice of the tomatoes and the sweetness of the tomatoes. Just let that do its thing. Give it a little stir and let it bring out all the moisture of those tomatoes for a couple of minutes before you give it a proper stir. My chicken over here, I'm going to turn right down. That chicken is pretty much over half cooked now. It's got a nice bit of colour on both sides. Once you've got this sort of sauciness going on from the tomato liquid, the tomato juice, you can put your chicken pieces as much into that sauce as possible. I'm going to top that up with chicken stock now. So you want to bring that to a simmer, medium heat, cover it with a lid, 20 minutes, and you're done. So for the last 10 minutes, you want to just let that reduce, take the lid off, let it do its thing, and just allow the sauce to sort of thicken up. You know, it's all the good stuff on the bottom of the wok here that has all that lovely chili flavour. Just let that thicken up. Just to finish, use some lemon basil. Actually works really well with this, or standard basil like this works too. Make sure to get all that chili goodness over the chicken. And then dig in to my chili chicken. So I'm going to brace myself for this extremely chilly dish. Let's see how chilly it actually really is. It's got a really lovely lingering heat to it, but even with that many bird eye chilies, it's not actually that hot. And that is down to the slow cooking, that sort of slow heat frying of the chili and the garlic. And you really get that lemongrass and the lime leaf flavour in there as well. That is delicious. Really simple rustic cooking. If you like this type of rustic cooking and you like these types of recipes, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ding, hit that notification bell, and you'll find more chili on the channel.